Greetings, YouTube family and friends. Welcome to the fellow warriors in health. Thank you and welcome to all the new subscribers. I've had quite a few this past week. I've done a little bit more promotion than normal. I even invited a couple of my biological family members to join. So to my niece and nephew that were included in the email, I know my nephew watched the willpower video and sent me an email saying he agreed and thought it was right on the money. So with him being a doctor of physical therapy, that was a good recognition for me. Yeah, you can see I've got these new earbuds in that one of my coworkers gave me, and she's probably got my channel running on loop right now on her phone at work. So it's really, by doing that, she has really boosted my view time over the last few days and my number of views, and that is very important as I try to get monetized. So I want to welcome everybody that's new. If you haven't met me before, welcome. Today my topic is a little bit off my traditional topic, but it does still have to do with health. We're going to talk about financial health today and the coming inflation. Don't think of it as a political chat and run away. No. Everybody needs to hear this, because I'm afraid it's reality more than we want to admit it is. If you trust me on my research on health and low carb, high fat, then I hope you will also trust me on the research I've been doing for years on financial health. And I've been living it to some extent. Many years ago, I joined a Facebook group for, I guess it was called Preppers at the time, and then we became North Texas Readiness or something. I forgot to put my airplane mode on because I just got a text and it popped up on that corner of the screen over here. I hope y'all didn't see it. But anyway, we're going to carry on and just deal with that in a minute. Hopefully the phone won't ring. But anyway, one of the ladies I met through that group is now a subscriber and has commented a few times. So welcome to you and your husband, Mike, if you're watching tonight. I think you'll understand where I'm coming from on this, as many others will. We go through seasons in our financial and our mental health, just like we do our physical health. Yeah, when I was younger, and owned a home, I was trying to be a pseudo prepper. Not because I thought a pandemic was coming, but maybe I should have thought about that, huh? And then I would have been even more right. But more because of maybe civil unrest, or maybe like the riots we saw over the last year or two, or things that apparently are going on in other parts of the world right now that I'm not even aware of because I really don't watch the news. But I did watch a YouTube today from a guy from the UK who was actually in Costa Rica, but he was talking about stuff going on in South Africa and other countries. I think Beirut, where maybe there's some widespread rioting that's not being reported. But I was watching several different videos of people I've watched in the past but haven't really watched recently. That might be why this video is a day late, because it's late at night and I don't like to film these late at night. I prefer to do them in the morning when I'm fresh, and I truly prefer to do them when I'm out beside the pool. But we had some rain today and I got sidetracked early this morning because I've joined a new program to help speed up the speed of my growth, my personal growth, both on YouTube and out of YouTube. I'll go into more of that on the next video I'm putting up, but it won't actually be posted until August the 5th, because that is the 6-year anniversary of the incident that almost killed me. So I was trying to prep prior to that, I'm sure, or at least learning about it. And then it's kind of evolved into minimalism when I sold my house. I'm still trying to get rid of things, downsize, minimalize. And that makes it hard to prep when you don't have a lot of space to store. But after listening to what I listened to today, talking to people I talked to today, and getting some information about what's going on in the world and just looking at what's going on in the world, I thought it was very important to talk about the upcoming inflation and possibly even hyperinflation, which I see as very strong potential. It may have already even started. When the CPI for the U.S. went up, what was it, 5.4 points over the last couple months, that's a pretty good sign we're going into some problems. So what did I do tonight? I went back into prepper mode. I really went back into Scrooge mode because I don't like to spend money that I don't have to. So I went out and I bought quite a few things, and if it works out, that photo is going to be the thumbnail. I bought things that are good in the refrigerator for 3, 4, 5 months that I know I'm going to use, and I bought them at today's prices. It is possible we'll go through a slight period of what they call deflation before we either go into inflation or hyperinflation, but food prices have been going up steadily, and I've been watching them go up, and I haven't been stocking up. All of my mentors recently have told me I need to be prepared, but most of the time when you think of preparation, you think of things like rice and beans that can store in a tub and sit under a cabinet for years and be all right. And I don't eat that stuff anymore, so I haven't really considered buying that. But then one guy in my animal-based Facebook group that Dr. Saladino runs said he would have that on hand just for emergencies. I'm not going to buy any rice, but every once in a while, apparently somebody gets some here and they don't like it. Maybe it's through a food distribution program or what do you call it, a food pantry or something like that. And their bags end up on our kind of grab bag table down in the mail room. So I may pick up a couple of bags of rice there and just put them in the cabinet. But the stuff I bought tonight was canned meat, Aldi's brand of Spam, Aldi's brand of Velveeta cheese. It comes in a 2-pound block. It's called cheese melt. I use that with the 5-pound chubs of hamburger that I buy, and I have 5 of those in the freezer because they were on half price last week. I also have 10 pounds of chicken leg quarters in the freezer that were on sale for 29 cents a pound. So even though I'm not eating a whole lot of chicken because of the linoleic acid, which is omega-6, which can hurt you. You need omega-6, but you don't need as much as the traditional person gets in the traditional diet these days. So I've tried to cut back on chicken and go more to beef, hence why when they had the 5-pound chubs on for half price, and they had like 4 or 5 days left before they went out of date, I bought every one they had and just stuck them in the freezer. So now my freezer is very full with about 20, 25 pounds of ground beef. I'd say at least 6 pounds of frozen jumbo and extra large shrimp, 10 pounds of chicken leg quarters, a few hamburger patties are still left, I think, about 4 pounds of bacon that was also on half price one day. Of course, that was like $1.50 a pound instead of $3 a pound. So anyway, yeah, I'm actually really rather well set for food. Oh, in addition, tonight, I bought 12 cans of that Spam-like product because I often just cube it and fry it to put it in my eggs in the morning. And I also bought cubed cheddar cheese and Monterey Jack cheese. Comes in an 8-ounce bag, so I expect that's going to be going up. And I bought some more pork rinds, chicharrones if you speak Spanish. But anyway, I spent probably about $50. Oh, and the kind of whipped cream that comes in the can, you know, like you put on sugar-free Jell-O. Yeah, that's kind of my treat at night now. So I bought 5 of those cans because they were 10 cents off, and I expect they'll go up quite a bit here in the near future. So take care of yourself. Be prepared for what might be coming. I'm going to sound the alarm here. Even though I don't have a lot of room for storage, I did buy what I could reasonably store and reasonably use up in the next 5 or 6 months. Of course, prices may or may not go up by then. I took that same risk with my house. I sold it a year ago yesterday, apparently, or maybe tomorrow or sometime right about this time of year. I'm starting to see pictures of me staying at my rental place, the first rental place I went to. And so I probably moved there a day or 2 before I actually moved out, based on, depending on, you know, when they were picking up the bulk trash. I put the bet I wasn't going to move out there. And so, anyway, it has probably gone up about $25,000 in this last year with this super heated housing market. I'm okay with that because I've been able to take that money and invest it in other things that I think will pay me over the long term, and I've cut out the risk of being in a home, a homeowner, and have the price fall through the floor, then be stuck in that home for the next 20 years waiting for it to rebound. At least now I can go almost anywhere in the world and rent with the money that I have in the bank. And that'll be discussed more in the next video I'm making tonight also. But right now I'm going to, oops, there goes the blanket that covers the chair. I'll take it all the way down. I'm going to try to put my subscription button should be over here. So if you're still here and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that little red, white, and blue button. And when the end screens come up, I'm going to try to put a link to goldsilver.com, Mike Maloney, whatever it's posted as, Hidden Secrets of Money. They actually posted this video 4 years ago. I probably watched it a year and a half ago. But watching it again today, I thought, oh my goodness, that could be him talking about today. It's about how monetary systems collapse and how inflation comes in, and stagflation, which is a term I haven't heard very often. But that's when price, I don't even know what stagflation is. Watch the video. But I'm going to try to add that on one of the end screens. I think they come up over here. One of my videos and that one if I can figure out how to do it. Y'all have a great day and be sure to catch me next week in the next video, which isn't up yet, so you can't push it. But I'll see you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.